Well, seriously, dude, thanks for doing this because I loved you on Ari's podcast, man. You were fucking awesome on it. It was really cool. It was very.
Thank you.
It was a welcome surprise. You know, not that Ari's podcast is not always awesome. It's always awesome. But I was like, damn, this dude knows a lot of political shit. Well, and you knew about the Hillary Clinton thing with the rape trial that she was involved in. Defending the guy. Well, explain it because it's a fucked up story and I don't want to get it wrong.
Okay, so Hillary Clinton, this is way back when she was a criminal defense attorney. She got a child rapist off, and a real bad one. It wasn't one of those good child rapists. It was a really but it was
like
just,
Jared when he's banging 15-year-olds.
Like a nice guy who's making sandwiches.
Right.
You know,
gives you a little extra pickles. You suck his dick.
But even you heard like the way Michael Jackson was accused of raping boys. That was like the nicest way you could rape a kid. It was like take him to an amusement park.
Right. Yeah.
Talk nice.
Show him the llama and the monkey.
All right. Child rape is bad.
Okay.
Let me start with that.
It's horrible. The worst thing ever.
Kanye, dick pics good.
Yes.
Child rape bad. I just want to be clear on where I stand. But so this guy basically raped a 12-year-old girl, and really brutal, the details of the story, and she defended the guy, and there's tape of her in an interview talking about this years later. Now it's back in the day. It's when Hillary Clinton's doing like a Southern accent. There's been like 6 different Hillary Clintons that have existed. This was the Southern wife of Bill Clinton, Hillary.
When she was when he was the mayor of or governor of Arkansas back in those days. So was that early 80s?
Yeah, somewhere around that time period. I'm not sure precisely where the tape is from, but she is. I mean, there's a lot of videos I could point to online that's I think strong evidence that Hillary Clinton is a sociopath. I'm personally convinced of that. Now I'm not a professional and I can't diagnose her, but this video is really up there. I mean, she's laughing about the details of the rape case and how she got the guy off, and she laughs about how funny it is when she basically admits that she knew the guy was guilty, because she's going like, oh, we convinced the jury it was a big miscarriage of justice, and she says that he took a polygraph and passed it, and then she says that forever destroyed my belief in polygraphs. So she's basically saying, I know this guy raped this little girl, but we were able to get him off. And she laughs about having the bloody underwear as the piece of evidence. I mean, it's really, really intense, awful shit. And what's really crazy about it is that in this world of like, you know, rape culture and social justice warrior liberal outrage, there is just deafening silence when it comes to the Clintons.
Do you think it's a lack of information? Because most people don't go looking for this stuff. For stuff like what you're talking about, most people have to find it on Fox News and go, what? Outrageous. They don't go looking for it because there's a lot you'd have to look through. I mean, you'd have to go through all the Whitewater stuff. You'd have to go through all that Vince Foster stuff. You'd have to try to find. I mean, there's a lot of like weird stuff about them in their past that you'd have to sort through. How much of this is legit? How much isn't? Most people aren't going to do that, and so it's not being discussed.
And you have to filter out like the just nonsense, because that's the problem with where we're at now, is that the truth is out in the internet, but it's sandwiched in between a whole bunch of nonsense. And so you got to like get that out of the way.
Yeah, and the conspiracy theories would say that nonsense is there on purpose.
Yes, that's right, because every conspiracy theorist, as it turns out, when I read more conspiracy theorists, it turns out they were just working for the conspiracy. Yeah. And they're against, like Alex Jones, they all think now is working
CIA. For. Trust me, Alex is my friend. He's just crazy. There's no CIA involved there.